James Gunn attends New York Comic-Con and finally has some explaining to do. Well, kinda. This is the Sox Rocker Show. So James Gunn attended New York Comic-Con on Saturday, and after reading every single article that I could find and watching way too many videos about it on social media, I've come to one conclusion. He didn't really say much that we didn't know already. For instance, Creature Commandos is its own separate thing. It will lead directly into Peacemaker, blah, blah, blah. He even brought along the cast and crew to view a trailer and for a Q&A session. Several DC characters will be crossing over into other shows and DC films up to and including even Clayface. Ta-da! There's a Batman tie-in. Also, he's now working on Peacemaker, blah, blah, blah. John Cena is great, blah, 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 and it's going to be special. Supergirl will be unlike anything we've ever seen before, and it begins filming January 2025. And as we already knew, it also has crypto in it. Green Lanterns is going to be great. It's currently preparing to shoot. It's amazing, and it also is unlike anything we've ever seen before. And then we have Superman. He reiterated the fact that crypto being in the film is an incredible part of the story to him because it's so personal. Working on him has been amazing. He also said that David Cornsweet as Superman is going to, and I quote, fucking blow people away. He is the movie star of dreams, and he's the best physical action star he has probably ever worked with, which is saying something when you consider he's directed Dave Bautista, who I might add has won the World Wrestling Championship 4 freaking times in all 3 Guardians movies. And in Little Jimmy Gunn style, when talking about when we would see a trailer for Superman, he said that it won't be too long before we do see it, but it also won't be too soon. In other words, he doesn't have one yet. At least not one he's comfortable showing. So why not just say that, little Jimmy, instead of trying to be all super secretive about it? Now, he did mention something new. He made a comment about what is considered canon within the new DCU that I found both confusing and quite irritating. And that's the fact that his and Safron's new DCU at times will make reference to Zack Snyder's DCEU. And so, therefore, that makes the DCEU canon to the DCU. I'm sorry, little Jimmy. What? What the hell does that even mean? Is that just a way to try and calm the many legions of Snyder fans down a little by telling them that the DCEU is in fact canon to the new DCU? Is it supposed to soften that blow a little? Because it simply makes no sense to even say it. The DCU is supposed to be a reboot, a new beginning. Those were your words, little Jimmy. So why confuse people by making them sound somehow connected? But then again, you also said, and I quote, that The Flash is one of the greatest comic book movies ever made, and we all know how that turned out. It simply seems like an attempt at mass pacification and or damage control because a very, very large part of the money-paying DC fan base is still not accepting the change as of yet. People can say what they will about Snyder fans, calling them childish and hateful and toxic, but it doesn't change a thing, and it doesn't deter them in any way, shape, or form. They believe and feel what they believe and feel, and it's going to take a lot more than a few oops, accidentally leaped on purpose movie set photos inserting a cute doggy in the film and some runaround yakety yak by the current DC Messiah to change their minds. And showing them an animated version of the Suicide Squad meets Peacemaker ain't gonna do it either. You shoulda, coulda, gave at least a teaser trailer like Matt Reeves did with the Batman. It wasn't even a minute long, and to borrow your earlier quote about Cornsweet, it fucking blew people away. Surely little Jimmy have enough material for that, but as I have said here time and time again, what the hell do I know? Apparently not much, because I actually thought Gunn was going to step up to the plate and give us a trailer, especially after that cute little thing he gave us a few days ago with Soups and Crypto sitting and staring out at old Mother Earth. I truly didn't think he would wait until the Super Bowl, what with WB being so freaking broke and all. Hell, it cost $7 million just for a 30-second ad. But hey, they did one for The Flash when it came out. So there you have it. So as always, we shall see. Who knows? Maybe it'll come out during the holiday season. Thanksgiving maybe. Or Christmas perhaps. Or maybe not. Now, I'm sure Gunn's appearance and announcements at New York Comic Con made many a Gunn fan and DC fan very happy, and that's very, very cool. Hell, just his showing up in person for a change, I'm sure, put a smile on some faces, but for myself at least, I found what has been reported and posted on social media to be, well, dull and kind of boring. True, I was not there in person, so maybe it would have seemed different if I had. Also, true is, I doubt it. I haven't found anything that James Gunn has done exciting or new or refreshing since the first Guardians of the Galaxy came out, because everything since then has seemed to me to be repetitive of the first. A gang of misfits who either directly or indirectly are somehow thrown together to save the day while being brave, sarcastic, and in some cases crossing the line of what seemed to think of as humor. Some human, some alien, some creature, some animal, some goofy, some male, some female, some questionable. The only thing that really seems to separate how far they take things is based on what they will be rated for their potential audience. Superman can break that mold, change that pattern, and I truly hope that it does, because that's the only thing that's going to bring the DC masses together somewhat. Will every DC fan jump on board if the movie turns out to be great? Hell no, it won't, but it will certainly help. That's it for today, my friends. What do you think about James Gunn's appearance at New York Comic Con? Were you impressed? Were you confused? Do you even give it? Will David Cornsweet rise to the occasion and make anyone and everyone forget about Henry Cavill? Do you think James Gunn is, as what some say, a one-trick pony? Does he simply redo the same thing over and over again? And when do you think he will finally get a Superman trailer? Feel free to leave any questions you may have down below, and if you like the show even just a little bit, why don't you hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. As always, thanks for stopping by. God bless, and socks out.